Hello again. I'm glad that you clicked on this video because in this video I'm going to cover all the steps of the whole program. It's important that you do the steps properly if you want to get the benefit of the full program. So let's get into it and we'll start with step 1. Now in step 1, it's all about saying the times tables out loud. Now you'll see from this picture here that there is a young lady and she is watching the computer screen, and what she's actually doing is she is watching me say the times tables out loud. It's very important when you say the times tables out loud that you say them out loud with me and you say them in a loud voice and you say them at the same time as I say them. Now, if for some reason you don't want to look at the computer screen, you may be doing the times tables in the car. You may be a child, or your child may be doing the times tables in the car and they can only hear the audio, but even though they can't see the screen, I still need them to look at the times tables. So if you look at this sheet here, this is a sheet that's part of the program. You can print it out from the course platform and you can watch this instead of watching the computer screen. When you go to say these times tables out loud, it's really important that you say them out loud for 30 minutes a day. Now, if you have a look at my sheet over here, it does say that you can do 3 lots of 10 minutes or you can do one whole lot of 30 minutes straight. Now, you could watch the 10-minute video 3 times, but what I have done is I've also made a 30-minute video because I'm finding that people or students that I've worked with before would rather do the times tables just 30 minutes to get it out of the way in that day. So another thing that I'd like to cover when you're saying your times tables out loud is you have to say them out loud every day, but do it for 7 days. Now, don't do all of them, just focus on one times tables at a time. So let's say, for instance, you're working on the 3 times tables. You would say them out loud for 7 days for 30 minutes a day. And then the other steps will tell you what to do, but that's pretty much the end of step 1. Let's talk about step 2 of the program. Now, if you look at this photo, you can see somebody about to write on this sheet of paper. Now, this sheet of paper is part of the course platform and there's a PDF for each of the times tables for your times tables from 1 to 12 where you can write down your times tables. I have done a video for each times table, so if you want to write them with me, you can. Now, you can write the times tables out just one sheet, like the video lasts for just one sheet. So I'll say the times tables 3 times because you can see 3 columns on the sheet. But you can write the times tables out as many times as you want. Some children like to do like 5 sheets a day. It just depends on the child, and some only want to do the 1. But that is part of the program and it is step 2, so it's important that that part is done also. Now in step 3 of the program, you'll see from the photo beside me that it's an activity sheet for learning the times tables. Now, after you've said your times tables out loud and you've practiced writing your times tables, you can now practice on the activity sheets to see how well you know them. It's beneficial that you do the activity sheets every day, but if you want to just do them at the end of the week when you've learnt the times tables for 7 days, that's okay too. Now let's talk about the last step of the program, step 4. Step 4 consists of someone testing you on the times tables that you've learned. So say if you've learnt the 3 times tables, you have to then get somebody to test you on them. Now there's testing and there's testing, and I'm going to show you the right way to test. Now, when you're testing someone on the times tables, you don't test them in the order of the times tables. Like, you wouldn't say to them, what's 1 times 3, 2 times 3, 3 times 3, 4 times 3. You don't test them like that. You must test them out of order, because if they really know their times tables off by heart, they're going to know them out of order. So I'll give you an example of the right way and the wrong way. Now, just say somebody was testing me on my times tables and they said to me, I'll give you an example, a verbal example. So say if they said 3 3s, I would say 9, but I want to show you the speed that you need to know them. What's 3 times 3? 9. What's 5 times 3? 15. What's 8 times 3? 24. What's 1 times 3? 3. What's 12 times 3? 36. What's 7 times 3? 21. What's 5 times 3? 15. Now that is when you know your times tables off by heart, and you don't have to drill them anymore once you've done that. Now this way is incorrect. If you are answering the questions to your times tables like this, you don't know them well enough and you haven't learnt them off by heart. And I'll give you an example. So say if someone is testing you and they say, what is 5 times 3? And then you sit there and you say 3, 6, 9, 12, it's 15. So if you take that long and you're still counting with your fingers, you still don't know them well enough. Now imagine if somebody said to you, what's 5 times 3? And you did this. So they say to you, what's 5 times 3? And you go, 5 times 3 is 15. Okay, you still don't know it. You still don't know them off by heart. And if that is the case and you don't know them and you can't just answer them straight away, 5 times 3, 15, 7 times 3, 21, 8 times 3, 24, 12 times 3, 36. If you don't know them off by heart instantly without thinking about them, you need to do them again for a whole week. Now that pretty much covers all the steps of the program. And if you follow the steps just the way that I've said, you will learn your times tables off by heart. Now the last thing that I need to tell you is I'll be doing a PDF sheet which will be in the course platform, and if you print that off, it'll have all the important points for each step that need to be done when you're learning the program. Now you can always email me if you have any questions. All you have to do is go to the website and send me an email and I'll answer any of your questions that you need answered. So I wish you luck. It is a hard program. It does take effort. But once again, if you do it as per the instructions, you will know your times tables off by heart. And congratulations for having the courage to even do this program to begin with, especially if you're an adult. Thank you for listening.